You know, you hear that the U.S. is the land of the free. Well, someone is fucking lying because that shit isn't real at all. What's up, everybody? I'm just gonna go into it because everything already with our nation is fucked up. So, listen, this is a basic history lesson for all you young ones for the future and so much more. But we're going to talk about Roe v Wade. This was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court from 1971 to 1973, in which the court that the Constitution of the United States generally protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion. Now, this decision, which struck so many U.S. federal and state abortion laws, fueled an ongoing debate in the United States about whether or to what extent abortion should be legal, who should decide on the legality of the abortion, and what role of the moral or religious views in the political sphere should be. This case was brought to you by Norma McCorvey, and she was also known by her pseudonym Jane Roe, and who in 1969 became pregnant with her third child, and she wanted an abortion, but she lived in Texas. So here in Texas, it's fucked up to like 10 million, where abortion was illegal except when necessary to save a mother's life. And you guys should read more and more about this as well. And we go forward 50 years where it has been overturned by a 5-4 vote. And with that, our nation has just become fucked, as though it wasn't already. Now, with the whole thing, you're trying to figure out, like, are you shitting me? No, I am not shitting you at all. This is actually a real thing, and this has actually happened over the weekend. Now, this will lead to many total bans on, the procedure in about half of the states. Justice Samuel Alito said that Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Okay, as he wrote in his majority opinion about it. He said its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision had damaging consequences. And far from bringing a national settlement of the whole abortion issue, Roe and Casey had inflamed debate and deepening divisions. My apologies. Now, when this actually happened, many people went out and protested. There was many rallies across the whole U.S. the weekend of this, decision. And before this whole ruling and everything on the way, a YouTuber by the name of Kareem Jovian, I hope I said the name correctly if you're watching this, asked folks in New York City what they thought about the whole, abortion, if they supported it, if they don't. And he got a lot of great responses. And the one that struck out the most was what happened towards the end of his video. So let's check it out.
So we're here in New York City asking people their thoughts on abortion, since they're trying to make it illegal. So what are your thoughts?
I'm all for it.
Do you know who you're interviewing?
I'm sorry, no. Please do tell
I'm
me.
Alexander Sanger.
Okay.
I'm the former president of Planned Parenthood of New York.
Wow.
My grandmother is Margaret Sanger, who founded Planned Parenthood.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I didn't even recognize you.
Why would you know that?
Why would you know that?
There was no way you would recognize it. But it's just funny.
Either your ship has come in or gone out getting me. So anyway.
Well, no, please.
Yeah, when I was pregnant, I thought, could I have an abortion?
Mm-hmm.
It would be a very difficult thing to do.
You cannot make abortion go away by criminalizing it.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is you make it unsafe. You put women at risk, poor women, women of color, women who don't have the advantages of middle class, wealthy women to travel somewhere and get an abortion. It's discriminatory, it's unfair, it's unsafe, and to me it's just a total outrage against women.
It's a woman's choice.
Yes.
Kareem Jovian.
Jovian.
Jovien.
Jovian.
We'll try to remember
jovial.
until
I'll
we
remember
get
that.
out.
Like a jovial person.
Got it. All righty.
this was
A pleasure.
interesting.
Thank you so much for your
Okay,
time. I
good
appreciate
luck.
it.
Bye-bye.
So again, I was totally surprised that he actually got to interview this lovely couple who was a part of the Planned Parenthood. Now, again, this is truly fucking stupid. Like, we are going back 50 years to tell a woman that she can't have any freedom because she has to take care of a child. Now, with all this, states have quickly acted on the ban of abortions. South Dakota, Kentucky, Utah, and Louisiana have in place that lawmakers designed explicitly to take effect immediately upon the fall of the Roe precedent. Now, Idaho, Tennessee, and here in Texas, where abortions are illegal after about 6 weeks of pregnancy, have similar laws which will take effect after 30 days. Do they not know that there is so much going on in this nation of the U.S. that they think that this would be just a smart idea? Seriously. With, women, like, these women are dealing with so much, they're at risk and everything is on the way, and it's scary for them. Like, what the fuck? And I do apologize if I'm cussing in this video so much, but again, what the fuck is just going on? Our nation is just a laughing stock, and it made me think of so many scenarios in my mind when hearing about this. And I've asked people, I've asked on like social media about this and everything. It's like, so for example, what if a man rapes a woman who is, I don't know, like, let's say she's underage, or she just, she gets raped and everything along the way, and the woman kills the rapist. In some states, that woman will be going to jail for killing said rapist, and during so she finds out that she's pregnant. Now, is the woman allowed to have an abortion, or is she forced to have the child in jail and that child be taken away from her through the adoption agencies? Like, scenarios like that just went on in my mind, hearing about this so much and everything along the way. And so many people went on to social media to say how they feel about this. I mean, I feel so, for women, it's terrifying for them, because now they have to be careful about this. They also, ladies, if you're watching this, whatever you do not post, or don't be going on to, like, I think it's the menstrual cycle and everything. There's an app for that. You should not be on it anymore. Don't let people track that or anything the way, because with this going on, it's just, you never know what can happen. But again, all this is so much chaos. And to add more to this, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas said landmark high court rulings that establish gay rights and contraception rights should also be reviewed or reconsidered now that the federal right to abortion has been revoked. First of all, fuck you. Okay? To the 5 that voted for this, fuck you. Okay? Because you basically have put this whole nation at risk. So much more. I've known as long as I've been on this earth, so much has happened. But again, he went on adding that those rulings were demonstrably erroneous decisions. Like, the fuck? Now, the cases he was talking to are Griswold versus Connecticut, in which the 1965 ruling in which the Supreme Court said that married couples have the right to obtain contraceptives. I believe that's the correct word. And then you also have Lawrence versus Texas, which in 2003 established the right to engage in private sexual acts. And along with that, you also have the 2015 ruling in Overturn. versus Hodges, which state that there is a right to same-sex marriage. Folks, you need to go out there and vote. Come November, go out and vote. Because A, we need a new Supreme Court people. We need new Supreme Courts. B, we just got to deal with it. We got to fucking change so much with this. C, I have so much just to say, but at the same time, I'm trying not to get over angrily as much. And to all those out there, to all women who are terrified of everything, know that you have an ally. You have me. I've got your back and so much more. Okay. That's just terrifying. I will love, one day when I have kids, I'm going to tell them everything, show them everything that's happened in this nation. All the ups and downs from this nation and so much more. And it's just so much to deal with. And so many people have said so much in regards to this.
Yesterday, the sports world celebrated the 50th anniversary of Title IX, which bans discrimination based on gender in education, including sports. But today, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v Wade, declaring that the constitutional right to abortion, upheld for nearly a half century, no longer exists. In less than 24 hours, we celebrated equal rights for women, and now we react to women's reproductive rights being taken away. Sue Bird tweeted "gutted" in response to the news, and LeBron James retweeted former President Barack Obama, including this: "Today, the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of precedent, it relegated the most intensely personal decision someone can make to the whims of politicians, attacking the essential freedoms of millions of Americans." Josh Hart wrote, "To the women in this country, I'm sorry." The Seattle Storm tweeted in part, "People have won the freedom to buy guns with impunity while women have lost the freedom to decide their own future." And lastly, the WNBA issued a statement along with this tweet. "This ruling provides a treacherous pathway to abortion bans that reinforce economic, social, and political inequalities and could lead to higher rates of maternal mortality while eviscerating rights to reproductive freedom for everyone. Hashtag bans off our bodies."
Folks, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This nation is it's just fucked. Along with this whole Roe V Wade, also with the whole same-sex marriage, and more along the lines with contraception rights, you also got to deal with education. Because during this whole weekend, finding out that senator in Texas, so we need new senators, we need new governor, we just need a lot of new things. Texas Senator John Cornyn responded to a tweet by former President Barack Obama in which he, denounced the Roe decision. Now, Cornyn, who is an avid anti-abortionist, responded, "Now do Plessy versus Ferguson or the Brown versus Board of Education." I really hope they are teaching these all these in school. If they are not, you should probably change schools. But it isn't exactly clear as to what Cornyn meant by the tweet. Some people do know what he meant by that, but some believe that they should, that the SCOTUS should reverse the Brown versus Board of Education decision, which ruled that segregated schools need to integrate. So basically, yeah, there's gonna be like he basically is trying to get a white side of school and a black side of school, and then there'll probably be a Mexican side of school. So You know, he's just trying to segregate all these schools and you know, everything's on the way. But hold on. Corin tried to clean it up with a retweet from that. Yeah, it didn't work. It's maddening to see this, to hear about this. It's terrifying for women. It's terrifying for gays. It's terrifying for so many people. Again, doing this video is just frustrating. It's infuriating to even talk about it. But we have to talk about this. Parents, you also need to talk about this with your kids. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell them the whole truth. Tell them what's going on with our nation. Tell them how they can change that, and so much more. Okay? But again, we've got to change so much in this nation. Alright? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let people know I'm out there giving information, reading all this to give to you guys. But let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about this decision? What are your thoughts about what Thomas said about the other rights? What are your thoughts about what Corin said about the whole education rights? Just what is on your mind, okay? But with that being said, you guys be safe and take care, okay? Along with that, I love you guys. Peace out.